I wonder if I could give you a quick resume of what the college has been up to over the past year, which has, as always, been quite a lot. I suppose our key achievement of the college is social prescribing, which is now in its it's in its eighth year as a national movement, which was brought forward by the college. We have something like 3,500 link workers nationally. There are issues which I think Sean will be talking about later, but it's booming internationally. We have over 35 countries now as part of the international collaboration under WHO, and some of them really racing ahead, but all linked to us in the UK, and I think still seeing us as the product leaders, although we're going to have to catch up with them because they're racing ahead, as I say. So social prescribing going well in this country, but there are challenges. Beyond Pills, if you remember, our Beyond Pills campaign was motivated by the pharmacists, as then was, the National Pharmacist for NHS England, saying that we're prescribing 10% too many pills, which if a pharmacist is saying that, you can probably double it. And we started the Beyond Pills campaign, which has been taken up by Parliament, by the APPG, in the Beyond Pills Alliance, with people like Simon Ofer and quite a lot of Nigel Chris, a lot of parliamentarians now involved in this whole campaign to try and reduce overprescribing. And so I was just coming on to the conference this year, which had 2,500 plus people attending. And we had Chris Whitty in the chair giving amazing, I thought a really impressive rendering of his priorities and what needs to be done in the future, very much in tandem with the college's views. A lot of these things we're going to be discussing later. The Twin Farms with GP Practices initiative, if you remember, that was the King's idea. And rather unpredictably, not only has it helped those going, but also helped the farmers themselves that turned out to themselves to be quite isolated. The Integrated Medicine Alliance bringing together for the first time all the complementary organisations and their leaders, chaired by Naveed Akhtar. He's going to report on that, going from strength to strength. And our future health leaders, which Bogdan was going to report on today, but I'm delighted to say that he gave birth to a son last week and therefore is otherwise engaged. But he is leading a number of students who will be involved with all the various parts of the college work and their leaders and supporting them and taking each of their bits of work forward. And Jonathan of the Commonwealth Leaders Institute, who's here today, is going to be giving us a report on the amazing progress that's been going on internationally in terms of young health leaders. Then there's the Eat Well community. If you remember, the National Health Strategy ditched by the last government is something that we feel quite strongly about. We introduced the whole concept of these Eat Well communities, which create, if you like, a holistic approach in the neighbourhood to healthy eating. And that's being led by James Fleming in Burnley, where people die younger than any other place in the country. So the last thing I had in my report to mention actually was the launch last week of Healthier UK. This is going to be big. It brings together all the health organisations in the UK, like the British Society of Lifestyle Medicine and the Health Alliance, people like Muir Gray, a lot of people involved. And what I suppose we've got two real aims. Our overall aim is to try and make health taken seriously, rather than all the money at the end of every year going into hospital overspends and the plans for developing health and primary care going to pot, as has happened really ever since Patricia Hewitt's white paper of 2006. So it's really a big drum roll for health. But more specifically, we are wanting to take a leadership role in the development of neighbourhoods, where the leadership has been so far with NHS England passing to DHSS, but a feeling, and I think we're getting some traction with the centre on this, that this shouldn't really be led by the centre telling the neighbourhoods what to do. It needs to be neighbourhoods themselves taking charge of their own future, and we've got some great leaders who would be able to do that, and all we need is the support and resource to do it. And the aim really is to do something a bit like we did with social prescribing, where we had a meeting in the House of Commons, and 2 years later it was national policy. We hope to do the same with neighbourhoods. So a lot of interesting people came to a launch last week, and we hope that they will support us, and we'll be able to, if you like, get our hands dirty and make neighbourhoods work, rather than simply be a force for greater for them happening, or even for health generally. We want to actually, if you like, be instrumental in that happening. And then sort of associated with that, and Fiona Butler's going to talk about that shortly, we're producing a report on GP practices that have actually gone the last mile, that are really doing this to some extent already, and giving a picture of what the future might look like, to encourage everyone to do so, and also contact those that are doing it, and get the whole ball rolling, as it were. So that ends the report.